Hey everybody, Chris here. In this video, I'm going to be giving you my June price prediction for Dogecoin. Please be sure to subscribe to my channel, hit that little notification bell too. You can be notified when the videos come out as well as when I do live streams. And yes, a month ago I did give a May price prediction video. That's right, where Dogecoin would be at the end of May. And I said between 20 and 21 cents. And as Dogecoin earlier in the month blew up to 23, 24, even hit 25 cents. Some of you guys were saying, oh, Chris, you totally underestimated Dogecoin. It's going so much higher. And I'm like, whoa, just hold on a second. Wait. We got this thing called leverage trading, right? And how do the markets work? How does the price change? A lot of the technical analysis guys will draw these lines and these moving averages and do these fib lines and golden pockets and reverse head and shoulders and cups and handles and all of that stuff, and none of that matters. That is only a reflection of how things have already traded, not a prediction of what's going to happen in the future. How do the markets move? Talk a lot about, particularly during the live streams. It's the news, right? Markets move with the news. Whether crypto is directly related to that news or not, it doesn't matter. It's a market, it moves. And how does it move? Well, we talk a lot about leverage trading, shorts, longs, right? And the market makers, they're going to move the price, yes. And they're going to take out that leverage because the exchanges don't want to lose their money. We'll talk about that even more, again, in detail on the live streams. Make sure you are subscribed. Make sure your notifications are on because you want to hear this. You want to hear this in more detail. So we'll talk about that again and again and again. But for now, you want to know, hey Chris, what's the price going to do in June? And I'm going to tell you my outlook here, but remember, it's just a prediction, right? It's not what's actually going to happen, but I'm close many times, and I have my outlook based on different things. The news could change, and it could all just mess it all up, right? We saw that in April, certainly early April with the Trump tariffs and all of that. We knew the tariff thing was kind of building on each other from from January into April, and we saw the price come down. However, we're now in this stage where sell in May, go away, right? I covered that in a video the other day, and it's just like, is that really what's going to happen this year? Are we going to see the slow summer of trading, or is it going to be more dynamic? So let's get into it. Let me show you the charts in the news, and I'll show you what I'm looking at. We start here first looking at the current price of Dogecoin. I'm recording this on May 31st. That's right, the month of May has not ended yet. And we could see Dogecoin come back up to this yellow line, which is 20 cents here by the end of the day. Although that might be a little challenge on a Saturday. We do need to get some good volume of trading and probably not going to quite make it. But I was close. At least, right? I was close on my May price prediction. Where are we going to go in June? Look, looking back, we had some dips, right? There's my green box, right? I bought on the dip. There's my other green box. I bought on the dip, right? And I just continue to stack Dogecoin. That's what I am doing. That's how I am taking the rest of this bull market, and I am stacking Dogecoin because I believe Dogecoin through the rest of this bull market is going to outperform Bitcoin and most other cryptocurrencies. That is right. We look at this chart, which is the Dogecoin versus Bitcoin trading pair. We are under the 20 line, which is this blue line. We dip down to 18, right? That's the lowest Dogecoin versus Bitcoin has been in a long time. So, as I've said, when the market is going down and it's retracing, Bitcoin will go down, Dogecoin will go down harder. When the market turns around and we see green in the market, Bitcoin will go up, Dogecoin will go up, generally at a higher percentage, sometimes twice as much as Bitcoin does in the green market. I'm buying Dogecoin here. Now some will say, hey, maybe you can take that Dogecoin, you can ride Dogecoin up, and then you can flip it over to Bitcoin. You could do that, but do you believe in Dogecoin? Right? Do you believe in what other things can happen with Dogecoin and what can cause that to go up? We will continue to have these kinds of discussions during live streams and my future videos. So make sure that you're subscribed. Make sure you have your notifications on so you can be a part of this journey with me. But at this point, I'm not going to go chasing these other altcoins and all of that now. Right now, it's some Bitcoin with store of value, and it's Dogecoin for the future. That's right, Dogecoin for the future. And how's that going to happen? What's going on with Dogecoin? Well, right now, the fear and greed index is down to 44, still neutral, right? Not into fear yet, but a lot lower than it was when we were in greed. Yes, we did have some greed there earlier in the month with Dogecoin, and now it's coming back. It's lower than 50, down to 44, and there is uncertainty, and I hear it from a lot of you guys saying, oh, I'm just going to sell. Dogecoin's terrible, blah, blah, blah. Well, Dogecoin is still the 8th largest cryptocurrency by market cap here. There's Dogecoin. Still $28.8 billion in market cap for Dogecoin. So Dogecoin's not going to zero, right? So there's a much less risk of Dogecoin than chasing these other tokens that I hear about, this casino coin thing yesterday on the live stream. I'm just like, dude, you want to go chase that casino coin? Good luck to you. Maybe you'll make money, maybe you won't. Is it the next fart coin, or is it just going to zero like most of those tokens do? You can play that game. I get that. But do you believe in what Dogecoin is and what Dogecoin is about, as opposed to like some casino token? You make that call. That's up to you. I can't tell you what to do. I can tell you what I'm doing, though. And I believe in Dogecoin's future. Do I believe in Bitcoin? Yeah, I do. $2 trillion asset. I went to the Bitcoin conference this past week. I get it, right? I get it. It's now going into all these lending programs, and you can earn yield and all of that stuff on Bitcoin. Is that what Satoshi wanted, though? Dogecoin. Again, we'll continue to have that discussion. But for now, I'm getting off my track, right? You guys want to know what Dogecoin's going to do in June. I get that. I'm excited about Dogecoin, though. Look, as we see Dogecoin at 19.3 cents, the quarter two returns, we're up 15% for the quarter. Yeah, we went down 47% in Q1, right? Trump tariffs, the Trump token, like squeezing liquidity out. We covered all of that, right? But look, compared to last year, we were down 43% in Q2, down 13% in Q2 in 2023. 2022, bear market. Not only were we down 19% in the first quarter, down 52% in Q2. But look, we're up this quarter, right? We're up. So my outlook is still green going forward. And I know we can look at the monthly returns and we can say, oh, look at June, down 21. Down 7, down 23, down 23, down 9, down 4, down 27 again. Bear market before, right? 8 months in a row, Dogecoin has been red. Does that necessarily mean June is going to be red again? Now, that's where the whole sell in May, go away thing comes around because, okay, we're up 11% in May, so let's sell now. Or maybe you should have sold when it was at 25. But no shoulda, woulda, couldas on this channel, right? I wish. No wishes, right? You live with what you got and you take it from there. Where do you think Dogecoin's going from here? Are we going to continue this red trend or are we going to be green? Well, look, we've been following this guy James Nguyen and his big trades, and he's got you can join Hyperliquid, and here's his code there, right? So now he's got an affiliate code with Hyperliquid where he's doing these crazy leverage trades. Okay, right? And you can buy his Moonpig, right? He's got his token in Moonpig, and that's great. But he's also lost $100 million on a leverage trade. That's why the market went down. To flush out guys like this that are doing these large leverage trades. It has nothing to do with Bitcoin and the rest of the crypto market and what its value is going forward. That's what moves the markets. What does that mean for Dogecoin? Liquidity grabs happen with Dogecoin as well. That's right. Liquidity grabs. There is leverage trading in Dogecoin as well. Bitcoin drops, Dogecoin is going to drop harder and is going to grab more liquidity. It's going to flush out the leverage traders. If the prices just kept going up and up and up and up, these guys that are doing these 10x, 20x, 40x leverage trades will make so much money, the exchanges will not make the money. The exchanges are in the business to be profitable. They're not profitable if everyone's doing leverage trading and making 2x, 5x, 10x, 40x leverage. They're not going to make money. The exchanges don't want that. So they get the market makers to come in and drive the price down. That's what happened. This is the month of May. We started down here, like 17 cents. I predicted 20 to 21. Again, we went up to 25, right? That was too fast. That took out a bunch of shorters, though. The shorters that believed that the tariffs were going to continue to move the market lower. So they took out all the shorts. And then the market dumps here at the end of the month to take out all the leverage longs, the liquidity grab. That's what happened. We're still relatively close, though, to where I predicted we would be at the end. It just wasn't a nice sort of slow move up. That's not how the markets work, particularly a volatile thing like Dogecoin. So as long as you know that, and Kevin's saying, look, to my Dogecoin holders, you want to see Doge hold on to 19 cents down to 18.3, plain and simple. Now he's running all his fib lines and he's looking all that, and that's cool, that's great, love Kev, right? If you're into that kind of thing and seeing what the 0.618 retracement line is and all of that, that's cool. There are other ways to look at it though, and you can look at trends, right? So now we look at the RSI down and oversold like we were at early April. That tariff big dump that we had, all the way down to 13 cents, right? And now look at that. RSI is back down to that same oversold position. But we're not at 13 cents. No, we're at 19. We touched 18.8 or something like that. That's how it works, though. Now that RSI is completely oversold. Is it going to continue to go down from here? That's typically not how Dogecoin trades. Right? A reversal is going to be coming. Do you think Dogecoin will rebound soon? You bet. You bet. I do. Dogecoin will rebound soon. How's that going to work? How's that going to work? Trader Allen says, look, Dogecoin is moving within a giant ascending, broadening wedge. This is bull market. Overall bull market still. Are there ups and downs in a bull market? Sure there are. And we just headed down. But what's going to happen next? What's going to happen next? Elon is back. Now we look. Back in 2021, Dogecoin is the people's crypto, right? He said that. You know how Elon works, right? Bigger scale things, right? He gets around to things, not on the time frame you guys want, but he does things in his own time. I still think there's a future there. Am I waiting on that? Am I hoping on Elon? No, I'm not relying on Elon. But he's out there and he's a wild card. We've been talking a lot about House of Doge and what they're building, what's happening with Doge ETFs. The wild card was in the White House yesterday. And he was wearing a t-shirt, the Doge Father t-shirt, right? We covered this yesterday. The Doge Father t-shirt. Now, part of it is just kind of a wink and a nod, right? But also, Doge, yes, Department of Government Efficiency that he helped create and, right, to get rid of the waste and the fraud abuse in the government spending. And now this Doge Father is like, yeah, that's kind of the Doge Father for that too. I think there's a lot more to this though. Elon just doesn't put on that t-shirt randomly. What does that mean for June? For June, probably not that much. To be honest with you, it's probably not that much. Because these things take time with Elon. X money is not going to be launching until, like I've said, in the fall. I said that back on January 1st when I did my 2025 price prediction video. Back in January, I said, wait till the fall. Can you wait till the fall? I'm waiting for. I can't wait till the fall. I think the fall is going to be exciting. The spot ETFs, they're not launching tomorrow or next week, right? It's going to be the fall. Everything's pointing to the fall. So what do we do now? We stack. We don't stack sats. You can stack sats, sure. You can save some Bitcoin. Store of value, all of that, lend against, all of those things that we just learned about in the Bitcoin conference. But stacking Dogecoin now. Stacking Dogecoin on the dips, waiting for that big run to come. What does that mean for June? For June, we just have to recover back up to 22 cents. That would be a green month, which would be totally against the trend of the last 8 Januaries, I think we're going to be green. It's time for a green January, and it's a recovery after this huge pullback, taking out all that leverage, and we got some shorters out there, so we got to go up and grab those shorts, because Bitcoin's going to do the same thing. Bitcoin's going to come back up to about 108, 109, 110, take out shorts. That's what I think Bitcoin's going to be, and Doge is going to be up a little higher percentage-wise than Bitcoin, but not a lot, because it's not time yet for Dogecoin to make a huge run. Could it? Could there be some wild card? Sure, you can never underestimate the power of Dogecoin and what can be behind it. I'm just not expecting it yet in June. So I'm looking at 22. I'm worried 19 cents, 19 to 22. That's not going to be huge, right? Right from where we are now. Yeah, we dipped out a little bit lower, but that would be about a 14%. 13.69. Okay, great. 13.69 percentage gain. He'll take that. Are we up a little higher? We could be. Could we just below in the 21s? Maybe. But I still think it's going to be good. That's what I'm saying. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Give me your end of June price prediction in the comments below. We will continue this discussion. My next live stream will be Sunday afternoon, 4:00 p.m. East Coast time. Join in. Give the video a like. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I appreciate the support. We'll see you next time.